Welcome back to the XTS Custom Shop here in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm here with Eric. Say hi, Eric.
Hi, Eric.
Ooh, I felt things. I felt feelings when you did that.
Send him out.
Yeah, I'm putting out the vibe. The shirt was doing it for me, and then the debonair greeting.
I feel spicy today.
There you go. Well, this board is, speaking of spice.
There's some spice on it for sure.
It's like allspice. Oh, that's not a... that allspice is a thing.
The red of these looks similar to...
That's true. So this is for Kevin Skaff of A Day to Remember. This is going to go in his studio and help him bring the brutes, I believe is... Do kids still say that?
I thought it was the Brutals with a Z and two O's.
That's how I spelled it. Did I not pronounce it correctly? B-R-O...
Brutes, though.
Yeah, but I spelled it B-R-O-T-Z.
You know, I'll give you that one. I actually don't know. Comment below. But I think it can do that.
Yeah.
I was chugging it. I was chugging with it with this beauty over here. The lightning bolt.
He would never... Eric will never
really
miss an opportunity to cast the gaze of our followers towards this instrument.
This is certainly the biggest audience that I'll ever have in my life. Yamaha made another model called the RGZ Custom. I'm looking for a purple one with this same pickup configuration.
It looks just like that?
No, it was a neck through, carved top, the headstock kicked back like that. I can't find them anywhere in the world. I've looked on eBay, Reverb, all the internet stuff I can think of. If anybody has one, I'm looking for one.
There you go. All right, guys,
Gotta be purple,
go find Eric one. All right, so to the board. So he's gazing back up at it. He just looked at it.
I saw that other guitar in a magazine when I was a kid, and I thought, man, that's the one I want someday.
So this is a compromise?
No, this is one that I bought at a pawn shop in...
I know, but this was...
grade, maybe?
This was, I can't have what I want, so I'll get this?
No. I had kind of forgotten about that other one, and then I was reminded of it recently, and I thought, you know, I'm 40 now. I can get that, probably, if I can find it.
If you can find it.
But I can't find it.
All right, internet. Do your thing.
Diatribe aside. This is a cool board.
Yeah, and so that you might notice the aspect ratio is a little peculiar.
It's pretty long. And
it's long and lean. This reminds me of the new... This will probably date this video. But Subway just released those foot-long accessories, right?
I've not heard of this.
What?
Before.
Oh, gosh, you've been living under a rock. They've got a foot-long churro. They've got a foot-long pretzel.
Video not sponsored by Subway.
But it could be.
It could be.
Foot-long churro, foot-long pretzel, and foot-long chocolate chip cookie. So they've completely given up on that eat fresh crap. Just come here and eat this.
I think they had to pivot away from that ad campaign.
I think so. So
I endorse a foot-long cookie.
Foot-long cookie. That's always my biggest problem with cookies.
Yeah.
Is they're woefully short.
This thing looks like it could easily be measured in inches. What the heck?
All right, so almost 4 minutes in, let's start talking about the board. How do we
a board that I made in the back. It's very long.
Yes, very long board, and it has an interface which is on the
interface
left-hand side because that suits the studio.
You're not seeing backwards. It is over there. Power supply's over here.
Yep.
Not too crazy really. Come into this tuner here, and then into Quartermaster 8-channel job here. And then it's got all these assorted pedals in it. These two are in, they share a loop. They're pretty cool. And it's nice having these in a loop because they have a little volume knob on the back.
Oh, yeah, and you can A/B it. Easily to make sure your gain structure's right.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of these are for putting in front of gaining amps to shape and caress and cajole them into doing awful things.
Which I can totally see. I mean, this is a very heavy pedal. A lot of
Is that the
gain there.
HM2 thing?
Yeah, apparently, yeah. It sounds pretty awesome and tough.
That's cool.
These are kind of classic mainstays of pushing a gained up amp.
Yeah, you do
They
the witching thing.
stuff, and they work really nicely. This is an EQ boost thingamajig. Also for shaping stuff. That has a very interesting distortion quality. Kind of, I don't want to say bad, but kind of interesting in a good way.
Right?
It's
like
not
curious?
It's not smooth, but it's not harsh either. It's kind of I could see it being a cool double this part with that pedal, and it would add a very interesting texture
Very cool.
to it.
And then you got this preamp pedal, which we were looking up to see what the power requirements were. And I was shocked to see what they're going for on reverb. It's insanity.
Is it? You're calling capitalism and the free marketplace insanity, Barry. I would be careful there.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
They're pretty spendy. It's also a 30-year-old pedal, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I think it's the nexus of rarity and hype and all that stuff.
I don't know why it's so expensive. They didn't even put a button on it.
Yeah, no button. It's just like always in or out. And then there is no Dana, only Zool as a gate.
Yep.
So One Spot Pro, tell them why you picked that one, Eric.
It's got a AC out on it.
Tell them why you got to have that, Eric.
XP100.
Yep. So XP means extra power of the AC variety required.
And you got to keep it 100. That's something the kids say, I think.
This predates that, right? Like, this is a pioneering bit of...
I assume that when people say keep it 100, they are talking about the XP100.
That's what I've always assumed. Do you think that that's not the case?
No, I've always assumed that is the case.
Are you worried now that we're discussing this out loud that it might not be the case?
No, I'm more firm in my belief than ever. Really.
It's really steeled my resolve. So, great board.
But yeah, kind of a perfect supply for
this
particular rig. One converter here to put that on 9. These run really nice at 18. They sound bad at 9 volts, actually. They don't have any headroom.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I looked it up, and the consensus, I think they can run up to 30 volts, but the general internet consensus is 18 to 30. There's not really a big difference.
Oh, okay.
Unless you're...
Well, cool.
I guess if you were absolutely crushing the front end with signal, you might run out of room on the rails, but...
Very cool.
It sounds pretty bad at 9 volts.
Yep. And then we've got several rigs here in the last couple of weeks where we've used the Quartermasters.
We've
so
been seeing more of these.
Sam Rumian, this, and then Pat Bergeson is upcoming with that. So
yeah, they're cool. No, we don't see a lot of people use the secondary functionality on it, the mutually exclusive.
Yeah, I think conceptually it's cool, but we haven't. You're right. We have not seen anybody employ it.
I think this town is kind of a stacking town.
Stacking town. That's what the sign says when you come in.
Yeah.
Now entering city limits, stacking town.
I think a lot of guitar players are, at least around here that I know, stack pedals.
Yeah, I think so.
More than this is my
as a numbers game, I think that's true. All right. Well, simple board.
And all this stuff's on Velcro.
Yeah,
so
I was going to say.
Swappable.
So you can see it's a little bit looser than we typically do, and the Velcro, because this, this is all supposed to make it exciting and writing cool and recording cool and all that stuff. So making stuff easy to take off. So you can see Eric stuck the gate down, the stuff that's not going to move or stuck.
All the soft things that could easily be something else.
Yep. So good work as always.
Cool,
I'll spend the last 2.5 minutes panning down here till I get to the end.
Take a trip.
So you guys need something like this or something completely different? Let us know. We'll talk to you then.